I think we should all be aware that these two things are very separate. They are different things entirely. The impassioned speech by a basketball coach is very, very different than the cynical attention grab of a gubernatorial candidate in Texas. I don't think us conflating these two things to be together. Now, for the record, they're both wrong, but they're wrong in different ways, and I think that matters a lot. Here's a video of Steve Kerr yesterday talking to, 2 days ago at a press conference before their basketball game. Watch this, and then we'll watch O'Rourke and discuss the difference. Watch this.
I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years.
Okay, so that's Steve Kerr. He goes on to talk about legislation that unfortunately he does not know what he's talking about in that regard. But the dude is upset. All of us are upset. I don't fault him for being upset and then having an emotional reaction to a terrible, terrible tragedy. But the thing is, he meant it. Again, he's wrong about the actual policy standpoint. When you talk about quote unquote gun control, you don't just get to pass common sense gun laws. There has to be specifics. And when you get down to the specifics, that's when you get the nuance. And quite frankly, I'm not entirely sure the Senate or Congress or the president or anybody in charge is capable of the amount of nuance it would take to actually craft something that would make any sense. So in that regard, he's just flat out wrong. But I don't blame him for trying to make a gesture. On the other hand, there are people like Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke is running for governor of the state of Texas. He rose to prominence in his failed Senate campaign to unseat Senator Ted Cruz. Yesterday, during a press conference that Governor Greg Abbott was giving, Beto decided to walk up to the front and start yelling at the sitting governor. Watch this and we'll discuss the hack that is the gubernatorial candidate in Texas.
You are doing nothing. You are offering us nothing. You said this was not predictable. This is totally predictable when you choose not to do anything.
Sir, you are out.
To stop this from happening.
He's going to stand there as long as he can get all of those photographers in place.
Tragedy happened here. This is not the place to do that.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He understands the media scope. He's walking back, and now he's going to turn around and give them one more great photo of him pointing.
This will continue to happen. Somebody needs to stand up for the children of this state, or they will continue to be killed, just like they were killed in Uvalde yesterday.
The difference I want to explain here is that while I disagree with the Golden State Warriors basketball coach Steve Kerr, I don't think he's a bad person. He may be a hack when it comes to politics, but I don't think he's a bad person acting in bad faith. He believes what he believes, even though he's wrong. Beto O'Rourke, on the other hand, knows exactly what he's doing. He understands exactly that him going and interrupting a press conference in a terrible situation is going to make it look like he's really, really in it for the fight on social media. He was praised widely and got clumped in with Steve Kerr yesterday. People like Steve Kerr and Beto O'Rourke are really fighting for what we believe in. There's a difference. And the reason you can tell that difference is because Beto O'Rourke has always been a hack. In 2018, he ran for the Senate against Ted Cruz. He was unsuccessful, but put up a decent fight. Now, here's the thing. Here's why we can all know that Beto O'Rourke is in it for himself. He's got an ego problem. If he wanted to, that race between Ted Cruz and Beto O'Rourke was very close in 2018. If he wanted to, he could have run for Senate again against John Cornyn, who was up in 2020, other senator from Texas. And honestly, could have had a decent chance of winning. I don't want that. People of Texas probably don't want that. But given the turnout in the election of Joe Biden and given a bunch of different factors, it's very possible that he could have won, but he didn't run against Cornyn in 2020. He ran for president instead because the guy is an egomaniac and thought, I should be president of the United States, having only been elected to Congress thus far and run a failed Senate campaign against a popular Texas senator. And now he's running for governor. He could have theoretically had a Senate seat, but decided he was important enough to be in the White House. And that's why, on top of many other reasons, Beto O'Rourke is a cynical hack. The stunt that he pulled yesterday was entirely self-serving. Again, that is not the same as an impassioned basketball coach. They're both wrong, but they're wrong in different ways.